Hello, everybody, and welcome to Insurgency Reviewed, a new series where I review all the weapons and equipment, anything that you can put on your class in Insurgency. Our first episode here is going to be on the Makarov. To start off with, the Makarov has a maximum damage of 60. Now, all of the ranges and distance in Insurgency are coded in inches. So all of our measurements are going to be in inches. It does 60 damage up to 10 inches. Now that's very close. That is someone's holding your hand. So don't rely on that 60 damage. And it drops off to a minimum damage of 39 at the maximum distance of 6,000 inches. Now this isn't like Call of Duty where it's just a certain cutoff and the damage just drops right then and there. It's a gradual decline over the entire distance. The RPM of this weapon is 700, and that is the fastest out of all pistols. Another thing about this weapon is it has the lowest recoil out of all pistols. What this means for you is that you can pump out a lot of bullets really accurately. And this translates to a very, very good sidearm. The reload time for this weapon is going to be 2.83 seconds if you've completely emptied your mag, and 2.43 seconds if you have not. That's a 0.4 second difference, which is a large enough time that it could save your life. So reload when you can. Your starting ammunition in every mag is going to be 8 per mag. You'll have 2 reserve mags. If you put on the chest rig, it adds 2 more mags. If you add the chest carrier, it adds 4 more mags. The Makarov costs 1 supply point, and you can put on 5 attachments. Well, you can't put on 5 attachments. There are a total of 5 attachments available for this weapon. Across all classes and both sides, you can put the flashlight, the laser sight, the AP rounds, and the HP rounds. Now, for insurgents only, you can put on a suppressor, and even then, it's only available for the specialist, the scout, the sapper, the sharpshooter, and the sniper class. Again, those are the only classes with the suppressor, and this gun is best with the suppressor. Excuse me. This gun also has a length of 8 inches. What this means is you can be 8 inches from a wall and the gun will not lower. You will not really find this affecting you much with the pistol because the 8 inches is a very short range. This will come into play more with the larger weapons, the primary weapons more. It has a 20% suppression. What this means is, I'll go into detail for the suppression. The suppression works is you shoot, you don't hit the person. It does no damage, but it blurs their vision, it slows their movement. It does not allow them to hold shift, to hold their breath and zoom in. Quote unquote zoom in. It's a very slight zoom. The 20% suppression means you take the hitbox that is normal for the player model and you expand it by 20%. That extra 20%, if you hit a bullet anywhere in that 20%, you're going to suppress the person. That is how I understand suppression to work. If anyone has any reliable information on if that is correct or not, I'd love to hear it. That would be great. As it is a pistol, the suppression is not really going to come into play. The only time I'd say to watch out for it is when you're shooting into a group of people and you have snuck up on them. Be careful where you shoot because you might suppress people around him or on the other side of him, and that will alert them to your position. The Makarov has a weight of 0.91 kilograms. What this translates to is 51 weight points out of the maximum of 640 weight points. So, like I said, very, very good gun. I would put it on an MG class or a sniper class for the sole reason that it is very, very light, and you'll be able to put whatever else you want. The sniper rifles and the MGs are notoriously heavy, and you'll almost always be able to put a Makarov on. If you do put it on a sniper or an MG class, I would say don't put any attachments on it. You're not going to need them. You'll just need to switch to it to unload into someone and then switch back to your primary weapon. Take some more shots at people. If you're going to run this weapon by itself, run a suppressor. You're going to need it. You need to be sneaky. You need to come up behind people. You need to flank. You'll have to alter your playstyle quite a bit when using this weapon because you have to choose your shots wisely. In my personal opinion, this is going to be your go-to sidearm weapon. The M9 and the M1911 are good, but I like the Makarov a whole lot better. I hope you guys have found this episode informative. If you have any questions, any comments, anything at all, you go ahead and let me know down below in the comments section. If you want to play, send me a message on Steam, add me, do whatever. I do have a Steam group. Just look up Maddie Plays, and it'll be there. After all these pistols and all the other weapons are reviewed, I'm going to be going into equipment and armor and stuff of that nature. If anyone has any extra information that they would like to share, I do need some information on penetration. I do not exactly know how the penetration works in this game, but for the Makarov and for the pistols, penetration isn't really going to matter because you're not trying to kill people through walls with these. And if anyone wants to submit gameplay for a particular gun, you can go ahead and do that. There's this bonus clip here at the end. It's going to show you how good I did with the Makarov in one game. Other than that, I will see you guys in the next video where I review the M9 pistol. See you all later.